So, as a parent, many of us have adult children, and some of our children will come to us sometimes trying to tell you about the things that happened in their life that were from the environment that you placed them in. One of the things that I can't stand is parents who won't take accountability. As parents, we try our best to raise our children in good environments. But sometimes our choices affect our children. And a lot of you parents do not want to listen to the things your children have told you. To me, that's unacceptable. Just because you're a parent doesn't mean that you don't have to be accountable to the things that affected your children's lives. You know, as someone who I know I did my best in raising my children, where I know I failed them, especially after I got divorced, I sat down with each of my children and I had a conversation with each of them, apologizing to them and telling them where I went wrong. And I also told them how I would do better. I took accountability for the failures that I did as a parent, but I know I did my very best. But still, yes, I did owe them that. See, some of you think that you're above being corrected. A lot of your children are suffering as adults now because of the choices you chose and kept their lives in that environment. You're not above any type of correction, and I'm here to tell you that. You're not above it. Own your shit. Own it and try to work to heal whatever it is that's disturbing them. Work on that. You can fix it. I'm grateful every day that I have the children that I have. I'm grateful every day that my children turned out to be well adjusted adults. I'm grateful that as their mother, I made better choices for me in knowing that I was moving forward in my life with being a better human and knowing that I deserved better and should have never had my children in an environment that was not good for them. That's accountability. Many of you don't know how to be accountable. You don't know how to apologize when you do things that are wrong. And I think a lot of that is taught from your own parents. I believe a lot of our parents did things that were mean spirited, that was hurtful, never apologized. I know because I have a mama that never apologized for anything, which was why I said I wanted to make sure that when I raised my children, I wanted to raise them in a better space. Did they get exposed sometimes to some things that absolutely was not good for them? Yes. But as a grown adult who understands emotional intelligence, I understood I needed to validate the things they told me that hurt them. And I also needed to apologize and tell them how I was going to do better. I couldn't change what happened in the past, but as your mom going forward, this is how I'm going to operate with you. That built our relationship much closer. I'm telling you, I love the way my children parent their children. And I love the fact that we have this bond now. We have a bond. And I know that I gave my children the tools that they needed to be successful adults. And I'm not one that I have to get into any of their business, but I love watching them from afar and saying, man, I'm so grateful that my children are great children. And also that they are living life on their own terms. Because that's another thing. A lot of you parents love to still be in your kids' business. Some of y'all need to Y'all don't believe in the tools you gave them, do you? You can't believe in the tools you gave them because you're still trying to monitor them. These are grown ass adults. Y'all have a problem. Some of you have a problem with control. You want to control and dictate grown ass people. Your kids are still grown ass people. Stop trying to dictate their life. Don't you got something to do as an adult? Maybe that's the problem. Some of you don't have enough to do. Because I feel like this now that my children are, you know, they're grown adults. Child, the last thing I'm worried about is anything that got to do with them. Why? Because I'm too busy trying to have a life myself. I'm too busy enjoying life myself right now. I'm like, I ain't got time for nobody else's problem. But they know I'm here. If ever they need me, they know I'm here. They know I'm always here. Why? Because I gave them the tools. But some of you parents, y'all better start finding a life. Y'all better start finding something to do because y'all being all involved in your grown children's business is like crazy to me. You don't believe in anything that you gave them at all. At all. Later, y'all.